they love our struggle. Oh, they love it. It's entertaining.
Yeah, make some money.
But I think we getting tired of tap dancing.
Eastside, Westside, we in the D. We in the D with Billy D, so let's ride. We in the D.
Hey, Billy D. It's for the city. Let's go. Yeah.
And you're listening to In the D with Billy D. And I am Billy D. And it's my co-host, KJ.
What up, what up?
And Grimy.
You know it.
And today we have a special guest, Darren Brown.
Hey, everybody. Hold on, Detroit.
What's up, Darren?
Hey, y'all.
Can we call you D?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Today we our topic. I'm gonna get to our topic, and Darren here is actually, which is just great, is a filmmaker, producer, editor, and the boy got some skills. He got some movies out there for you. And our topic is talking about black filmmakers and how they may depict us in a negative manner. Some of us, or
Say that again.
I feel like
depict us in a negative. Depict the black culture maybe in a negative way or in a negative manner.
Okay.
Okay.
So black films that depict
Or
black culture in a negative way.
Correct.
So I'm torn, but I'm with it. I'm torn because
Why are you torn?
because some of the greatest black films was that kind of exposed our struggle and it's to society.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Phenomenal.
Like at that particular exactly.
It was
That's
phenomenal.
all I'm saying.
And see,
so
that's why my point of view on it is more so like, any film, black, white film out there, you got films out there, we talk about the white films, that got just as much violence or just as much negativity. It's just a good film, right? You don't talk about it depicting anybody negative or the white man negative. But now that we have some all black films, and I was like, oh, you picked us in a bad way. No, they just got all black cast now.
Yeah, man. I just think like now, since the tables have turned and everybody's social media and everything, and everybody is on this, on this finger pointing kind of culture. It's a culture for everything. You know what I'm saying? You got rape culture, murder culture. It's a culture for everything. And I think now, back in the day, we did embrace those films. We embraced a lot that we weren't supposed to embrace. Men's society. We embraced the depiction of black women being called out of name and stuff like that. Like, women dance to stuff like that. And now of course maybe we've gotten wiser because we need to stick together more. But at that particular point in time, I think it was a carefree, more, let's party, let's have fun. We can overlook a lot of things, and
It was a movie.
now, it was definitely a movie of the first of its kind. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Excuse me. Damn.
A little insider right there.
Precious, didn't she win some type of award, Emmy, Oscar? You know what I mean? They love our struggle. Oh, they love it. It's entertaining.
Yeah, make some money.
But I think we getting tired of tap dancing.
Yes. The
Okay,
sambo is over.
Before we get too deep into
Some people still entertain.
into the subject, let's talk about Darren for a minute, because once the subject starts, let y'all know it's gonna go and go and go. Darren, we know that you are a producer, a director.
Yes.
Tell us about some of your accomplishments and awards that you've won.
Man, I've
The list is so long. I don't know.
Well, you know what? Some of my more crowning situations. I've worked with a lot of people, man. I mean, I think for the most part, when I'm on these particular type of platforms, I don't necessarily talk about the people, like the actors and actresses that I've worked with, but more so the local talent that I grew up working with here. Fortunately, I'm able to see one of my brothers that we grew up doing film with in here today. Y'all ain't gonna see him on camera, but those are the people that I hold closer than anybody. You know what I mean? So when you say, hey, what's your accomplishment? Man, my accomplishments is still doing this today. You know what I'm saying? Consistently having a stable mind to do it. People still looking for the things that I do. I've done film festivals, won film festivals, and I think right now the best thing that I have going for me right now would be the Detroit Filmmaker Awards and the users that I have coming out.
Dope.
And the Detroit Filmmaker Awards is an award show that kind of still resurrects some and keeps other movies going. And what we want to do is we want to empower ourselves. We want to give ourselves kudos for the things that we do, we go through. Because making movies is hard.
Yeah,
Like, the shit is hard.
what
I mean,
kinda-
the damn is hard.
What kind of advice would you give to some of the newcomers trying to get into the game?
Man, the advice that I would give, I would say continue, do what you want to do. Don't do what you think everybody wants you to do. Because at the end of the day, the people are the happiest who've stayed in the business the longest are the people that does what they want to do. You know what I mean? You don't feel because when you go into this business and you do something somebody else want to do, you become resentful toward it. You know what I'm saying? You resent it. I never got a chance to do what I wanted to do. I wasted my time doing this. I lost all these people because along the way in this journey, you're going to lose people. Lose people doing what you want to do as opposed to doing what you think everybody else want to do. That way you can say, I lost them on my own. You know, I ain't need help losing them. You know, it's just one of those things, man. Like back in the day, you know, somebody say, somebody's shooting something. I'm up. I don't care what I'm doing. Middle of the night, I'm up going to watch, going to see if I can do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been in it for so long now. Like, you know, I just don't have that get up and go like I used to.
Right.
It got to be like, tell me a week in advance, then I'll be there. But you know, before, man, you chase film, you chase the dream. You know what I mean? And that's all I say. Just keep passion. When you find yourself not wanting to do it, it's okay to step away from it and come back to it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, artists do it all the time, man. Music, painting, they have to step away from it in order to get more inspiration and continue to do it some more. You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
Anything you want to ask, KJ?
So, you went to Specs.
I did.
So, what year did you go to Specs? Because I think that we were probably there at the same time.
Man, I can even tell you 02, 03, 04.
Yeah, I can't remember either. I just know that my son was probably 2 or 3, which would be around.
My son actually goes to Specs now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I loved going to Specs. Yep. I loved it.
He goes for graphic design.
I graduated from that program. I went on to do some radio, and it was the best experience that I had in my life. So how would you recommend Specs to people? How do you think that Specs sets you up for your career now?
I recommend any type of learning, period. You know what I mean? Learning is what you make it. Those people have a curriculum, and what you pull out of it is, you know, I've never known nobody say, I went to school and I just couldn't learn anything. They didn't teach me. How do you know what they could have taught you if you don't know what they teaching?
Right.
To begin with. That's why you went there. You know what I'm saying? You can't go somewhere and know you're not receiving anything. You don't know nothing about it, you know? Right. So, yeah, man, any learning institute, I believe you should go. I mean, you know, don't have no reservations about learning, and then take it a step further and learn more. Yeah. You know, especially if you're going into the business of film. Like, it's no possible way they can teach you everything.
I remember when we were there, they had us actually splicing.
Yeah.
Like real tape and taping it together, trying to teach us how to copy and paste. It was so manual then. And I don't know if you remember the Marianne Mahaffey.
I don't think
No, okay. It was like this recording that we had to splice and put all together and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But when I think back on that was so manual. It was so archaic. And now today, copy and paste is nothing but a click of a button. So what advice would you give to some of the people that are up and coming about being able to do things electronically and digitally, you know, and taking that archaic value that we had for granted? Like, how would you encourage them to still keep that in their back pocket, you know?
So, I mean, you go into it and you can become two types of people. You can go into it and you can become good, or you can come into it and you can become great. It's about what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, good people get the money, they get, you know what I'm saying, they get jobs, and that great people, the money come to them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, great artists, the money, they don't have to chase the money. good people have to chase the money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and don't ever get discouraged when somebody who, and I had years to learn this, man. I would, oh man, well, if I'm one of the best in the city, why I ain't getting all the work? Why ain't nobody bringing me all the work? Well, how he over there shooting? I'm way better than him. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you don't know the stuff that he got to go through to make that little bit of money that you think you want.
Right.
You probably like, man, you don't know if they're getting paid. You don't know if they're doing it for free. You just don't know. So don't ever be jealous and envious about somebody else's work. I got 3 kids. I've managed to have a pretty decent career. I've managed to be able to position myself to do more things with 3 children that are in my life, that love me, that know who their daddy is and everything, and a family. And I know people who are my age that don't have many of that and still not as far as I am. So you can't compare yourself to the other people's grind. But I also know people who are out in LA working hard.
Exactly.
Doing it, working on shows, stuff like that. But that wasn't in the cards for me. What was in the cards for me was being able to continue to stay in Detroit, stay consistently working, come up with new ideas in order to push the culture of film along, and still have my children respect and love me. And I'm happy and satisfied with that and fulfilled with that. I'm fulfilled with my moves. So I don't ever want anybody to sit down, look at somebody and say that should have been me. No, it shouldn't have been you. They are who they are. But what are you doing in order to fulfill and satisfy your journey? How are you able to balance the two?
That is pretty deep, which brings me to my next thought. When you talk about positioning yourself in the city, so you are the founder of the Refinement Group.
I am one of the founders of the Refinement.
Can we talk about that? It seems like you use the Refinement Group to catalyst the things that you're doing now.
Definitely. So the Refinement Group, I mean, I like to party. You know what I'm saying? I like having a good time. And it's so funny because it came about when I was younger. Man, I used to wear bow ties and suits and everything. And I didn't have no place to go. I mean, I wasn't considered a weird guy by any means because people knew me, but I can see that I was kind of dressed a little bit different than everybody, you know, because, you know, just traveling, experiencing different things, like, you know, it had an effect on the way that I carried myself too. So, you know, my partner, Darius Mitchell, he was like, hey, man, why don't we throw a party? And it was his birthday. And I said, well, you know, I ain't doing nothing, man. I like to throw a party with you. And from that point on, it's kind of blossomed to a lot more, which in turn, what we wanted to do was we wanted to make the Refinement Group kind of like a rat pack of everybody. So we, as you can see, we had a lot of people come through. And, you know, Sax Appeal, Brendan Williams, a lot of musicians that were part of the group. And we just wanted to build a machine that was like, hey, man, these people came together. They're all pretty creative and successful, and they're managing to entertain all of us in some way, shape, or form. So the Refinement Group is still, and it still is a good experience because I still do events and parties, but it also helps me with creating a brand. So if people come to a party and they enjoy themselves, they're like, well, damn, he doing a movie. That got to be good, too. Yeah. Just like people may feel a certain way about certain artists like Kanye. Yeah, Kanye crazy. But we know his craziness is exuded in his quality.
Absolutely.
He's not going to shortchange you on nothing.
No.
I don't care how crazy he may seem. You're not going to go to a concert where a piece of his clothing, shoes, and be like, oh, man, this is terrible. He done got me again.
Right.
He built this bandwagon and disappointing. He never disappoints. He still gives, his craziness still allows him to give his all to you. You know what I mean? So I thought, you know, when I was kind of doing the Refinement Group, I still wanted people to enjoy themselves. Like, we would spend more money than we would make. And we did not care. We just wanted people to enjoy
But you know what? Let me say this. I was one of the people on the outside looking in. So I've always followed the Refinement Group. And I'm always that person that's like, dang, I wish I could have went to that. I wish I could have went to that. You know, the derbies. Like every time they come around, I'm like, oh, I got to go to a derby. You know
how hard it is to please black people?
I believe.
Yes.
Do you know how hard it is to take 300-400 black people, tell them you going to throw a party, and then walk out at the end of the night and say, you know what? You did that. I enjoyed myself.
It's
you know
always
how much
negativity.
of a good feeling that is? I mean, you have your other ones that just not going to have a good time regardless of what was going on.
Right.
But, you know, and for them to say, I can't wait to the next one, man, that right there is just like, it's a part of me and the customer service that I want to give people when I do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I still want to respect you when you come in and you give me your money, because the foulest and the worst thing you can do as a person is get their money and then act like you don't know them afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to see people at our
That's
parties
terrible.
and we would hug them and we would know them. We would follow them. We would, hey, how everything doing? How's everything going? You know what I'm saying? If you say, hey, we saying, hey, back. That was just our whole thing. So, you know, and I've always thought in the back of my head, like, you can't take a person's money and then act like you ain't got time to say hey to a person.
That's right.
You know what else I think that the refinement group offered people that probably was on the outside looking in, like myself, wasn't able to go to the parties,
Right.
school or whatnot. It also kind of set this standard of party. Like, it doesn't have to be about jeans and gym shoes or, you know, well, they used to have these different titles back in the day at the Detroit clubs, like chicken and suits and, you know, Moet and, you know, bra straps and whatever, you know. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it set this standard that as Black people, we can come to the party, behave ourselves, dress nice, enjoy some good music, and fellowship with other people, you know. So it created a line in the sand, is what I looked at, you know, with other promoters. It was different.
Yep. It afforded us a lot of opportunities to get in a lot of places that they wouldn't let anybody else in.
Yeah, I imagine.
And we did not have any security. I remember we threw one party and the guy was like, you gotta have security. And we're like, man, if we gotta have security, we don't even want to throw this party. True. So he had security and we never threw another party there because it was like, yo, we grown ups. We grown. We don't just invite people because we want to fill your club. We invite people that's gonna respect us.
Right.
And they not gonna fight. I mean, they gonna be like, oh, I ain't even got no time, man. I'm here with my mans and it's party. I ain't even trying to hear all that. So, man, we wanted to always throw those parties that people got off work, went out Friday, got an outfit, and then came dressed up on Saturday.
Yeah,
Because you know, you missed that. You know what I mean? And it was always a good feeling. And I mean, to believe it or not, I'm not gonna say antisocial, but I'm a little introverted.
Okay.
Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they say most artists got to be.
Man, it's the energy, but I love it, man. Like it still makes me feel good, you know what I'm saying? When I'm out and when I'm talking, but man, that's Sunday. I'll be asleep all day.
I imagine. But the name of the group is kind of like a rule.
Yeah,
the definition
definitely,
is in the
definitely,
name, you know, refinement.
Yep.
So if you're not a part of that or seeking that in your life, that elite status, then you can't.
And that was another thing. Like even like all the parties that we threw, it was never a separation. We never had a VIP ticket. Everybody in it was just
everybody's regular.
Yeah, everybody. Because I mean, everybody who came was there. Like you know, you got booths and stuff, but we never had a area where you can look down on people because we wasn't never about that. Yeah, like. Always. And those are the little things that people, not until you actually bring to their attention, they say, oh, yeah, they didn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. People don't notice that, but those are the little things that, you know, you don't, that's just how me and my boy was, you know what I'm saying? And everybody else who came.
Oh, yeah. Y'all set the stage.
Yeah, we
definitely did
we
that.
tried it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we unknowingly, you know, unknowingly we did something that we wasn't necessarily personally trying to seek to do. We just knew what type of parties that we wanted to be at. So, and to be honest, like, man, I go out to parties and I'll be like, I want to come. I don't even get invited to parties that often. I don't. It's the craziest thing. Like, don't nobody call me and be like, hey, you know, certain people will, you know what I mean? But I don't get invited to the parties like, hey, I want to come to
I can't
parties.
believe that.
Man, I'm telling you.
Hold on. Since we talk about that, I'm going to invite you to a party.
Yes, I'm coming, bro.
May 2nd.
I'm there.
May 2nd, masquerade party.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I already got my little masquerade. I was looking at this website that had these big iron masks. Oh, man, they were dope too, man. So
birthday party. Me and my wife's birthday party.
Oh, nice. Where's it gonna be
in there.
It's a
shameless
plug in Southfield, of course. So we let y'all know. We get y'all the details.
All right.
I'm about to say, oh, damn. We there. We there.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, I definitely appreciated what you guys had going on. Although I never made it to a party.
But that's all right though. We appreciate, man. We appreciate the notoriety. We appreciate you seeing us, and we know people look That's why we continue to do what we do. Like, even with the Derby, like, we bring horses to the Derby. We bring live horses to the party that we throw. Like, we don't have to. You know what I mean? Like,
it creates the Derby experience,
that's all I'm
though.
saying.
We
Like,
don't have a track here anymore.
We're trying to give you the experience that you deserve.
Right.
Regardless. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I want that. And I'm man, I want things to be big. You know what I'm saying? I want you to remember stuff. Like, yeah. So, like I said, we appreciate it and thank y'all for continuing to support us. And we're doing Derby again this year. And
May 2nd, right?
May 2nd. Then we have the
Whoa,
Detroit
did you say
Filmmaker
May
Awards.
2nd?
No, May 4th.
May 4th? Okay.
I'm about to say, wait, hold up. We
Sorry
got a
about that.
problem.
May 4th.
You said you trying to get me in trouble
Right.
with the host.
Right, hold on.
Scheduling conflict.
You know,
right
I
now.
follow the page, so you know
Okay.
when it comes up on the timeline, I see it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
May 4th.
I think it's May 4th.
No, when is May
I mean,
2nd?
May
May
2nd.
2nd,
Second is
Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
Oh, it is May 2nd.
I think it's May 2nd.
No, but wait, but the Derby come on at 4, bro. Masquerades start at
It's after.
12.
Can you really go to
It's
two
not going to
parties?
be 12,
Really?
but it's going to be.
Can you go to 2 parties?
So last year, let me tell y'all this crazy day.
Oh my!
I had a weekend. Last year, I had the Derby. Sunday morning, I had my baby shower. Sunday night, I had the Detroit Filmmaker Awards.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
And I managed to make it to all of them.
Wow.
Went to my baby shower, kissed everybody there, hugged everybody, thanked the gifts. Afterwards, changed into a different suit coat, went to the Detroit Filmmaker Awards, announced everybody, did the winners, put that together, and the day before I was at the Derby.
Wow.
Yep,
That's
and
a-
it just felt that crazy.
So the Derby is 12 to what? 4 to.
No. The Derby is usually like 4 to 3 to 7.
Oh, 3 to 7.
Yeah,
Oh, you can still make it.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna make it. I'll probably be at the Derby in the masquerade mask.
Okay.
So I'm there.
All right.
Yeah,
That works.
Count me in.
So you being a filmmaker,
Mhm.
we'll talk, right before the show is over, a little bit about users.
Mm-hmm.
But being a filmmaker, it kind of ties right into our topic about, the narrative that and the ability that some people like Tyler Perry or like Ava DuVernay, the ability that they have to depict Black people in either their natural state or the state in which that could help to uplift us. What are your views on that? I know you have very strong views.
Can I jump in? Because I
Yeah.
just want, before we go into the topic, I just had one question I wanted to ask. What was your best moment or the moment you will never ever want to forget and you always want to remember and things you can do? Or what was your lowest moment when you just said, you know what, I'm tired of this. I can just quit right now.
Shit, I can quit. That happened quite often. I mean, shit, I did a couple of times. So stepped away from it, not necessarily quit. I don't think quit is a good word because it's not in me to just quit. But have I got extremely tired of it? I sure have. You miss people, you miss family, man.
Yeah.
Because this is a lifestyle. Like everything that you speak, breathe, move. If you ever want to be great at something, I've never known nobody to be half-assed in doing something and become great. If you ever hear when they speak of the legends, they always say, man, he outworked you. That's all he did. I mean, I was just watching Morris Day, and he said, Prince.
Oh my God.
Prince run to him to the grocery store and be like, come on, man, practice at 4:00. Like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, you have to literally become obsessed with it. Like, if you're not obsessed with what you're doing, then I don't believe that you're going to become that person that you want to be. So, has it been
That's great advice.
Yeah, has it been times where I wanted to quit? Of course it has been times where I wanted to quit. It's been times where I didn't necessarily quit, but I did stop because sometimes it consumes you. You become a prisoner of that, and it can be unhealthy too. You know what I mean? So you got to know how to step away. Look at all the people that just go crazy, man. Look at people like R. Kelly, and you know what I'm saying? They become a prisoner of their own ego, and they destroy themselves. You know what I mean? So, sometimes you do got to get a mental check of who you're becoming, because sometimes you get lost in that too. Like if I'm doing film after film and everybody, Darren, you the greatest, you the greatest, you the greatest. one day I'm gonna tell myself, you know what? I am the greatest. I am a god, and you gonna respect me as such. And then y'all gonna be like, "Oh, listen to this guy." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. But when you become that person, then you got to step back and check yourself, man. And everybody don't have a mother to do that for them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I mean, unfortunately, look at Kanye.
Yeah. He pretty much lost it after his mom died.
That's what I'm saying. Like he don't have a mother.
Yeah.
You know, and bless her soul, Kim probably doing a lot for, you know, in that respect. But if you don't have, you know, a wife, kids, a mother to say, hey, you crazy. What's going on with you?
That's
deep.
deep.
You can get lost.
And you know what? Kim is still doing crazy stuff herself. By the way, at the All-Star game.
No, but Kim is doing amazing things.
She's doing amazing things. But I'm just going to talk about this one crazy thing. I saw her with a Bubble Goose song at the All-Star game. Like, nobody in there with a Bubble Goose song but it's
Jay and Kim.
I mean, the jacket was so swole. She looked so hot.
But you know, it is cold in
Baby
Chicago.
looked like
I
she
was
was
just there a
baking.
couple days before. It was cold.
Yeah.
Inside the stadium?
I don't know about the inside of the stadium, but it was cold in Chicago.
What can you say?
He's going to give her a pass and say it's Kim K.
I
She was hot.
give her a pass because she's keeping that black man stable.
Trying to.
She's keeping that because once Kanye was a national treasure. I don't know if he's such now.
Yeah, probably not as
But
much.
you know, he probably goes through a lot. You know, so
I mean, he has mental instability. So when you're dealing with anybody that has a mental illness, then you do go through a lot.
In 2020, I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. If I see something that look like it's negative on IG or Facebook, I always create a positive narrative for them. I always apply a positive narrative for them.
That's funny.
Yeah, man. Because you know what? Because it's so easy to look at a picture and be like, "Look at this. What?" So now I look at it and be like, "Oh no, this guy is getting it."
You know what? I
Living
give
life.
it to people. I used to give it to people on Facebook. I stopped doing it though.
I don't do it no more.
Let's get
Yeah,
into
I used
let's
to.
get into the subject so we can go and
Oh, I hope I answered your question. Okay.
let's get into the subject. So again, the subject matter is black film directors, producers who
Do they take it too far?
do they take it too far?
That's a good
They pick this in a negative way? And one of the greats is, we say, Tyler Perry, or is he a great?
Not yet. I think
Is
he's
he
got
a
little ways
great?
to go. I think he's popular.
That's
right now.
rough. That's something to be thought about. Is Tyler Perry great? I don't think Tyler Perry is as great as he could be.
Yeah.
In the sense of a businessman, he's great. In the sense of a filmmaker, in my opinion, probably not so much. But man, that's kind of. I think what happens is we don't have. It's not that people are depicting us as in negative light. I just don't think we have that creative balance.
Okay.
We don't have enough positive films to offset the negative film.
And he doesn't do enough positive films.
He doesn't
if
do
he
any.
had a healthy balance, I don't even think we'd be sitting here having this conversation.
But
I mean,
wait a minute.
I'm about to say, but see,
We're in the realm of just films. Now Tyler Perry does television and everything else. And I mean,
and is it his job to give it positive? If that's his view, that's his view.
Ain't
Someone
his
else
job.
can.
Make some money.
I disagree. I feel like
See,
it is.
we got a money maker.
Let's
over
make
here.
some money.
There you
No,
go.
I mean, on serious, you think about it. On all different film directors, you got people who this is their style of film, and you're used to seeing that. That's what they do. You don't expect them to change up their style, but you have somebody else who does a totally different style.
Now, are they allowing positive filmmakers in the industry that has those stories? No, because those stories.
So do you think it's more of a
stories don't make money?
They
okay,
create
so-
the monopoly.
Yeah, those stories don't.
So you're
make
saying
money.
the ones who want to write positive ones just don't make it?
Definitely.
Why
So
would
if
you? I'm making some money, man.
Yeah.
My money.
I mean, at the end of the day, look at it. I mean, we're not even getting regular films anymore. Are we getting the superhero films? I mean,
I kind of like it though.
yeah, I like it.
I
It's
love
cool.
Marvel.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
in love with
but
Marvel.
films are not films like Netflix and other platforms are taking that. Let's make a film that's, like a more sensible story, more believable story. Because everybody don't like Marvel films. But we're going to put every Marvel video game recreation of a book and everything else in the theater because we can't afford to put love stories in theaters. It's just not sustainable for us, especially when we don't have 500 seat theaters anymore. Now we got 100 bed theaters. You know what I mean? Like full beds in theaters now.
He said bed.
Yeah, because it's
I
beds
like it,
and yeah. It's beds and it's luxury seating and ottomans.
Yeah, the
and
reclining
theaters.
chairs.
They have
You got
family
somebody
rooms.
bringing you your nachos.
They literally have family rooms in
Yeah.
theaters now.
Yeah,
In LA, it's family rooms. Like
Really?
partitioned off family rooms.
Oh, wow.
So now
I didn't know that.
now it's like, okay,
Don't catch somebody in there.
we
doing
need
the
to
do-
we need
Sure.
we need to
Did
make
that
a movie.
in high school. I mean,
Yeah.
no, but
Yeah, we need to make an experience now. We can't make just people come and sit in these seats. Like we got to charge. Whereas we used to charge $10 a seat. Now we got to charge $150 for this room, and now make it a night for them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Night
make it
to
a whole
remember.
experience. Yeah, like a whole experience. You know, it ain't just sit in the seats. Like we want you to sit in the seats.
Okay, all right. So you're saying what he's saying is the money. I'm saying that Tyler Perry, that brother has a responsibility to the people to tell the story and change
Well, why Tyler
our
Perry?
culture.
exactly. Why Tyler Perry?
Perry? Why
It
you
could be
put everything
anybody.
on Tyler
but
Perry?
The reason why I'm going hard on Tyler Perry is because of them goddamn wigs. Okay, listen. Let's talk about the wigs. That's
Even his
what's
actress
this
was mad at him. You seen the interview
I mean.
where he was like, she was like, "Yeah, I asked for it. I don't, but I get what Tyler Perry's coming." And I'm playing devil's advocate, right? I mean, I'm not even playing devil's advocate. I'm just on a more diplomatic side of the conversation right now because Tyler Perry wants a person like Tyler Perry wants to be this artist that he can't be because he's too busy running the business and trying to be an artist. Which one you gonna be? You gonna be the business part of it?
Yeah,
or
he
you gonna be
writes
the artist
all-
part?
all the
So
shows.
and that's the thing. So it lacks something because Tyler Perry is doing everything, and as you know,
There's a bit
Ken
of-
and everybody else, when
it's
you
so
doing
cheesy.
everything, something slacks, and unfortunately, it's his writing.
Yes, it's corny. The movies, they are all the same. You know,
You gonna get the Tyler Perry beehive on?
Let me. I don't care. Let me say this. They can come for me. I got it for him. Okay. We're gonna get to the issues, but I do have to mention this shower scene in A Fall from Grace. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen.
Okay,
No,
you
I mean,
need to
You
see
said a
it.
shower scene?
It's a
I
shower scene.
I don't need to see Tyler
Let
Perry.
me say, this
I heard
lady
about it.
was in the shower
With shoes on.
and it was that moment where she was so, dramatized, and she had on a synthetic unit of hair and none of it was getting wet. Like, I just kind of feel like it's that thing right there. You couldn't even give this lady human hair. It's something that's wrong with
Why y'all keep looking
Tyler.
at this man films?
It's not just the hair. It's not just the hair.
I don't
but he's
waste my time.
He's putting women in this place where we are always struggling. Can we?
Come
There are
on.
some of us
Hold
that
on.
are not struggling. Some
Hold
of us
on.
are out
I'm happy.
here doing it.
I'm happy you said that. So I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV, but at one point I watched a show called The Half and the Half's Not. All right, and there's a particular character on there, which is Veronica. She a beast.
Okay.
So
Oh, that's mango.
so she's a beast. So right there, it just kind of took that out where she wasn't struggling, and it wasn't easy to push her over. You know what I'm saying? So that's not true.
So are we talking about the movies or the TV shows? Are you
can
talking
put
about a
on-
combination?
I
Because
mean-
all his movies are the same. Struggle movies. Depicting women and
That's the story.
in a light that's too much. It's too much.
Why y'all keep beating this man up?
Can
for
I get a
stories
story
he
about
know?
me? I don't relate to that.
Well, hold on. It's funny because somebody else told me that he depicts men in a bad way.
You know what?
So Tyler Perry has his fans, and y'all think this man is gonna abandon his fans to please the people that already don't like him?
No, I don't think. I don't think he will. But I think that there should be some diversity in his writing. There isn't. Give us a show.
The man wrote a show called Sisters, and he's a man. I mean, what more?
Does he have sisters?
Even for color girls. Even for the didn't he do for color girls only?
Yeah,
Yeah, he redid the book
yeah.
or something like
And
that.
didn't he ruin it?
Yeah, it was just not right.
I don't know why y'all keep expecting this man. He's disappointing you guys time after time. He doesn't disappoint me because I don't watch his films.
Okay,
and not to
that
be-
says a lot right there.
Yeah, I don't, because if I'm not enjoying an artist, if you don't like a musical artist, you gonna listen to his music?
Nope.
Turn the radio station. And then
Why?
gonna tell
That's a
everybody
whole
gets no
movie.
play in my car.
I'm not gonna even waste 3 of my minutes, now let alone an hour and a half.
However, you also are defending him, saying that it's about the money.
Well, it's not his job to.
I'm not defending him. What I'm saying is I'm just making it even kill. Like, understand. Well, what I'm doing is I'm empathizing with the filmmaker in him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about his work. I'm talking about him as a person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I have nothing to say about his work because I don't watch it. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't watch his work enough to even come to any type of conclusion of, I've seen a couple of his films and I was just like, oh yeah, these ain't for me.
Yeah.
You can't be mad if a film ain't for what you talk about. These women, this is not a story that I'm interested in watching.
So when
I never watched Beverly Hills 90210. I don't watch Tyler Perry movies because I can't relate to either.
Okay. But if you did watch them, you would see what I'm talking about.
He said if you did watch
I don't
him.
even have to watch them to see what you talk about because it's all over the internet.
Okay, so you know. So you can speak about it.
No. And not saying I can't, but I choose to speak on him as a professional filmmaker. And like I said, now does he have the responsibility to make better content?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Or better films? Because it's a difference.
Better content.
Cool.
Nope.
Now he doesn't. And now if that's all he knows, why are you expecting this man to write anything that he doesn't know about? He wrote Sisters. He wrote everything he writes is from a perspective.
Then he should just stop writing.
There you go.
He should stop writing.
Not because he has a fan base that appreciates that male perspective of him writing.
I understand it, but it's just not
Some people
socially
like to
responsible.
but some people like to watch pain.
It doesn't help the culture.
Some people like to watch pain.
Yeah, misery loves company.
There you go. And all
You know
the
what?
women,
I'm not gonna do it with you today.
all the women that's watching are the ones that you cannot tell anything to because they're going to argue with you in the ground about how great Tyler Perry movies are.
Okay, so
because they see themselves in the movies.
So you think the movies like Why'd I Get Married? All these movies were just like horrible.
Yeah.
Really? I mean, I enjoy
trash.
Why Do I Get Married? That's the movie that I said I watched more than once.
I think The Family That Prays was the last one that I said, this look good. Then I watched a little bit and I said, oh, and that was because I thought it was more diverse because they had an old girl from Misery in it, Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, this is a little bit diverse, something a little bit different coming from Tyler. Let me give this an opportunity and chance. And I know readers like, you watch because there was a white woman in it. Well, maybe I did because it was like, let me see how you gonna direct this white woman because this white woman ain't got on no wig and she do a little bit different. And I watched a little bit of that and didn't even enjoy that.
Y'all ain't like Why'd I Get Married?
No.
I didn't see Acrimony.
Acrimony was good.
Didn't see it.
Come on now, Acrimony.
I don't know, Billy.
Acrimony
feel
was
like
good.
I don't know.
I feel like he makes movies off the black struggle, and everybody loves the
Acrimony?
black struggle, and no one is helping the black struggle.
So check this out.
Acrimony.
So check this out.
I didn't watch it.
Good movie.
I love debating. I can be on either side of the fence. Spike Lee, greatest director ever in life.
Yes. Let's talk about Spike.
Aside from a couple of others that I really enjoy, but Spike Lee made movies about the colorism,
Here you go.
black struggle, but he wrapped it up in such a colorful background, and he wrapped it up with so much diversity that we seen the art in it. We seen how it was. If Tyler did the same thing, we'd probably enjoy it more. It was layered stories. It was stories that we were familiar with. It was stories that happened. I mean, if you didn't live in New York, you knew how New York was because of Spike Lee.
And then also Spike Lee, from my perspective, I feel like he was talking about the news that was happening to us black folks during that time.
Oh yeah, it was very politically charged.
Yeah,
all of it.
Just like today.
But that's why we love him. That's
Yeah.
why he's great. And he's not
Yes.
Tyler Perry good.
Tyler Perry doesn't do that.
Tyler Perry is good.
He's very commercial. Spike Lee
Gotta make that money.
was more. He was about equality, diversity, and inclusion.
Gotta make that money.
Thank you.
Thank you. Got to make that money.
Yeah.
I get it.
I just feel like we can do better, and when we know better, we do better.
So wait.
So it's his job.
So who do we have that? Because I can tell you for me, my trajectory is I really want to entertain. So if I feel one year I want to be extra politically charged, I'm gonna do that. If I feel another year I want to be extra sexy, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
If I feel I want to be funny, I want to do that. I want to do across the board. And if a person walks away with something out of my films, then I'm happy, because I think with all the films, I do want somebody to walk away. But am I here to change the scope of black culture with my films? Probably not. I have a friend but I have a friend who does that.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a filmmaker friend who does that.
I feel like you should. If you and all your movies don't have to be.
Yeah, you're not gonna make no money.
You either want to be when you're in the film industry. When you're in the film industry, you either want to be most deaf or you want to be the baby. Sometimes I want to be the baby.
That's right, and I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that because you know this.
Hip hop film, you know.
Hip hop.
Not every film. That's not what I'm saying, guys.
But that's what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is that out of 100 movies that this guy may have, I don't know if he has 100. I'm just rounding off here. At least give us some.
Well, watch a couple of
sure
episodes of House of Pain. They get wrapped up in a half an hour.
Oh my. I can't.
And this message is in every one of them.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so
Meet the Browns. It's a message in some of them.
Before we started the show, we had a little commentary about Felicia Rashad and her takes in.
So this is Tyler Perry, the person we're talking about now.
Okay.
We're not talking about the movies because again,
okay,
I'm
separating them all.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can separate,
the
but
the person itself, the person is, and this is my take on it. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, he employs black people. He employs this." I mean, hell, Walmart employs black people.
You know what?
Target employs black people. We ain't praising them. You know what I mean? And I know it's a gross kind of I guess analogy.
Yeah, it pales in comparison.
But the thing is, Tyler Perry really doing a service to black people? Because if he wasn't, then we would be like, hey, we're patting him on the back for something that he should be doing.
Why?
Employing black people.
Why?
Because he's black and he has
Why?
and he is creating this celebration of blackness.
You said his job.
He is doing that.
Of course.
That part
of black
Tyler Perry,
empowerment.
the person,
he is investing in branding this feeling of black empowerment. That's what he's doing. When he goes on stage and he talk about, I bought slave land and now we making money off of it, and this is what we doing and this is what we're going to do. For you to say that and not do that, yeah, you're a scoundrel. He says it and he's doing it, but it's expected. You don't get a pat on the back for employing black people.
No, you don't.
We are people too. I don't commend you on that. Now, what I will commend you on is, hey, I have student filmmakers that's going to use 2 of my stages to create them what they want to write and what they want to produce, and I put some money behind. And I don't know what Tyler Perry do outside of
his philanthropic
outside of dropping money at Walmart for layaways. I don't know what he does.
Did you say dropping?
That's what he did.
Money.
Yeah.
Say it again. What did you say?
Dropping money off for layaways at Walmart.
Where did that happen?
That happened a few years ago when he paid for the layaways.
Oh, he paid for some layaways at Walmart?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So look, hold
Don't
on.
say, oh my God, because that's a good thing.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
All right.
To hire somebody, and of course, so basically, if I'm the owner of a business and I need some good employees, employment.
If you're owner of a black business in
a
Detroit.
Black business in Detroit.
Because he has a black business in Atlanta.
All right. I hire some black people.
Yeah.
But you telling me I can't hire no white people?
No, you definitely hire white people because I'm pretty sure.
You have to. Equal opportunity.
Oh, okay. So,
no.
But in his situation, he seems like his movies are majority, right? Black, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we can't pat him on the back because he is giving jobs and he's making full blown.
So you mean to tell me we pat him on the back for writing black struggle films and hiring black people to play them?
Black struggle films. That he's writing films and instead of like the.
This when I get on the other side of the fence.
I was getting ready to say like he jumped that fence real hard. One hand.
He's writing films. you guys want to say black films, but they're just films. The only thing that makes them films black is because black people are in them.
No, they definitely they're definitely black films.
See, y'all really don't understand. I mean,
When you talk,
Black
you can't put white
black
people in
actors.
those
I don't think
films.
your whites can get.
what I'm saying is, white people have struggles, black people have struggles. We all have struggles.
Oh no, they ain't comparison.
They're different. You're right, but they all have struggles. So of course he only can relate to black struggles.
Yeah,
Okay, but my
black
thing is,
women struggles because I ain't seen no black man. He ain't wrote no black man
Because
struggles.
all the men are pimps. They are, preachers. They're,
What I hear, he
That's a
said
black
he
man
told,
struggle.
he told that lady to get me that ashtray, B.
Yep. That's
And it was
exactly what he
it was
said.
unwarranted and uncalled for.
Yeah.
Hashtag me too. But I'm just saying, man, you cannot listen. So this is my thing.
Hashtag me too.
If I'm a black man and I wrote a story about black men
okay,
and I went out there and I hired black men,
okay.
ain't nobody gonna be like, Darren, you doing a good job. You hired a black man to play a black man in your
No, he could hire a white man. And just,
Wonderful.
Wow.
he could have hired a white
not.
man and put the black face on him. Then y'all would have said something, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, but it's crazy because the whole thing is Tyler Perry employs, man. But he need people to work there.
Yeah.
Like he needs to.
Yeah.
Of course.
He cannot be this martyr to go out and say, hey man, I'm for black people and not have black people.
Well, I'm not saying he to be a martyr. I'm just saying it's not his job to save
It's
the.
not-
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it.
yeah, he not. I mean, he just making movies.
It ain't his job,
And
but
his-
he has put the responsibility on his back to do it. I don't hold Tyler Perry feet to the fire because I don't expect nothing from nobody I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not holding his feet to the fire. Oh, Tyler Perry, you said you was gonna do this for black people. You didn't do it.
Yeah,
You
I
didn't.
think it's assumed that he's gonna do it for black people. I don't think it has been said that he's creating this stage and this sounding board for all black people because we can see that there are white people in his movies.
Well, I mean,
When that white production come through and say, Tyler Perry, we need Oprah stage.
Yeah.
And he says, well, yeah, I had some, you know what? Let me move that around for you, brother. I get it. You don't think that don't go on over there.
of course.
Cause I mean, we are in hey, time is money. Oh, we gonna push this back in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
His studio is going. They're gonna all go there. So that's the one good
course.
thing.
of course.
But yeah, if we can have White Star going to his studio too, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be major, right? Would it happen? Probably not. Not as much, really.
I don't know. I think we're talking in a bunch of generalities. I think that Tyler
That's why I
Perry's
find-
movies are trash.
There you
go.
go. And that's the main thing. Like for me, I can't really speak on Tyler Perry for too long. I do know a couple of things. I'm not into his movies.
You're not a fan.
I'm not a fan of his movies. He does great. He's a great business person. Is he somebody who I fashion myself after?
Right.
Probably not.
Right.
I mean, I love Spike Lee's journey. I think Spike Lee, he doesn't own a studio. I think he's very into black culture. He's pretty much shaped black culture through film. He's made hits. He's always at a basketball game enjoying himself. He's always billboarded himself for whatever happens with black culture.
And you know
And
what?
they were not struggle movies. These movies were about equality. They were about showcasing
Messages.
education. They had message. Wake up
Love it.
was the message of school days.
It takes different strokes, different
this is
people.
true. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. Like that's who I fashion myself off of. I
Right.
don't know what kind of house he lives in. I don't know what kind of car he drives. I just like this Spike Lee. I just like his
Right.
energy when I see him.
Okay, so if everybody was a Spike Lee, then Spike Lee wouldn't be special.
No. If everybody, no.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if everybody, you said if everybody was a Spike Lee, everybody wouldn't be special.
No, I said if everybody was a Spike Lee, basically did things the way Spike Lee did him, then Spike Lee would not be special anymore.
I think
if we
if
had
everybody
more
was a
movies-
Spike Lee, wouldn't nobody talk about Tyler Perry?
Exactly.
Tyler
Absolutely.
Perry would be special.
Tyler Perry is special.
I'm saying. I guess what I'm saying is, if all the people did the film the same way Spike Lee did, we wouldn't have this conversation, right?
But Spike Lee did so. Man, come on, Spike Lee. Listen, Spike Lee has did everything. Spike Lee did Inside Man.
Come on.
Spike Lee did School Days.
Come
Spike
on.
Lee did Four Little Girls.
Mo' Better
Spike Lee.
Blues.
I'm saying.
Spike Lee just got finished doing some vampire movie.
Malcolm X.
Man,
What
he
vampire-
did.
what vampire-
She's Gotta Have It.
I didn't
Do
see
the
that
right
one.
Thing.
Guess it wasn't that good.
Jungle
Yeah,
Fever.
Yeah, that's all I'm
I didn't see
saying.
any of his movies that was like.
I'm saying, man.
All I seen one is the Message movies.
He just Spike Lee. I mean, did Black Klansman. Like,
I didn't see that one either.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So just like Spike Lee, one movie is never like the next. That's
Agree.
what I
I
love
agree.
about
I
Spike
agree.
Lee. Like when you go to see Spike, it's a Spike Lee joint for.
I agree, and I usually go to see
And
these
it's-
movies just cause of that.
He takes time with his
Oh,
movies.
no doubt.
He's not just pumping them out every year because
No.
he's got on a wig.
He is Spike Lee.
But we would be remiss to say, I mean, to miss out other black directors too. Ryan Coogler, like we don't even know Ryan Coogler's trajectory yet because he's in the Marvel machine. You know what I'm saying? Like he's in the Black Panther machine. He's in John Singleton. Like
Higher
rest
learning.
in peace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
John Singleton was one of those filmmakers that he did movies, and his movies was very well written, and he did movies that were interchangeable. Like you can see
And the Message,
black, white,
but it was a
whatever,
struggle.
being in that film,
Right.
Just like Snowfall, like unfortunately, he passed before he can hit his stride, but it's a game in that too, and the way that they treat us. A friend of mine, he works in the industry, and he says, back in the day, it was hard for us to tell our stories. Now, and we didn't get any money. Now, what's happening is they are giving us everything we want, and it's making us complacent, so we don't tell our stories. They tied up John Singleton. In my eyes, I believe they tied up John Singleton with Snowfall, so he wouldn't be able to make those films that he wanted to make. You know what I mean? They got us doing all these other type of projects because they're like, here, they gave Ava DuVernay so much money in Netflix. Okay, now you go over here, and we're gonna go ahead. It's like being a musical artist on the shelf. You know what I mean?
It makes sense.
Here,
Yeah.
spend this money
Yeah.
and be quiet.
We're going to tie you up with these
Yeah,
things
yeah,
and your
we need-
personal projects. You can just keep that personal.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. So it's hard for us. You know what I'm saying? The game ain't about shutting us up.
Who was the young lady that created Queen and Slim? What was her name?
Oh, Letha. Letha. Yeah, Letha. I forget her last name.
I enjoyed that movie.
I did not.
I enjoyed the movie, and you didn't
But she
enjoy it
also made
because
The Shy too.
The Shy?
The Shy on Showtime.
Okay, I didn't see that one.
Shy was that the Bahir thing? Was that?
No, The Shy was just I didn't even watch it. But I hear it's good. It's about black struggle in Chicago.
Yeah. I think she just took the opportunity to capitalize on the already over-capitalized message that black people are being killed by police.
So, whatchamacallit wasn't all that great. I mean, unpopular opinion. The Hate You Give.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a great movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Seen that
Okay,
one either.
so
No.
it was. I thought it was a little.
Hate You
It was a
Give.
little heavy-handed in the message. Very, after school specialist.
After school
Yeah, it was
specialist.
kind of like kind of lifetimey, but it was a message. And yeah, I mean, these things do need to be reiterated. You know what I'm saying? Police brutality, because it's an ongoing thing, and we don't want to be quiet about it. So you do have those particular people that say, "Hey, I know y'all hate it, but we gotta remind them again." You know.
So
what I mean?
KJ wanted that a fairy tale ending, basically, is what it was.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see Queen and Slim.
Oh
Was
my
it
God,
good?
it was good.
Billy said it was good.
It was good.
Well, because Billy
good.
said it's good, does that mean it was fucking good?
I don't know. I'm on Billy. I'm on Billy's show. Yeah, I heard it was good. Hey, it's so funny because I'm gonna go home and be like, "Yo, everybody said Queen and Slim was good."
So it was typical.
Who's everybody? I mean, like 2 people, but it's everybody.
It was a typical boy meets girl. Then it just changed up. Guy gets shot. No, guy shoots a police officer because he shoots girl, and then they go on the run. Now, here's the thing. Yes, we are getting mobbed by police. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And it has been happening for centuries. It just didn't start happening. Okay. Here's the deal. She had the opportunity to change the narrative because not everybody gets shot by a police officer. Not everybody.
Okay, and you,
Some people, they hold on.
Okay.
Hear me out on my point. They were trying to make it to Cuba so they could get away, escape all of this.
You wanted them to make it.
I wanted them to make it.
I
Because
wanted
you
to
know
make
who
it too.
did make it? Asada Shakur.
Okay.
She made it.
Okay.
And she's still there.
Okay.
Now, she's banished from the U.S. right now. You know. However, she made it. So that's what I'm saying.
And I get that.
It's opportunity to get away. They were not going to stay here and live. They knew that they were going to die. And the movie was positioning itself for death. And that was making me feel bad. I wanted them to get away because they were not wrong in what they did.
So I'm gonna
They
tell
could
you.
have fought harder while they were in Cuba to give more life to what really happened.
And see, I got from it was it a love story. They met first date, first of all, and from that first date, it turned into be a entwining of love. Like they finally got to know each other in that first date because of the situation, right? To the point where when they did die, they realized that this is what they both wanted.
Like love stories.
This is what they both wanted. Like they both wanted each other. They said basically like, you know, I want a person who, you know, this way, that way, and that's how it ended. But it ended sadly. Yes, they died, but it was like.
But we need these.
Yeah.
We need these stories. All these stories are not going to be great in the beginning. Number one, because you're not used to them.
You cannot deny that there's so many of them.
Huh?
I just want to go to the movies and see something better.
What are you saying?
Want a happy ending?
Well, listen, I don't want to cut y'all off, but I'm looking at the time, and we are close to that time.
I want a happy ending.
Yeah, she wants a happy ending. You want a happy ending? Be careful what you said.
You know, happy endings don't go down no more.
I see.
The Poetic Justice have a happy ending?
No.
What song?
it didn't.
I said what song? What movie?
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
John Singleton, right?
No, it wasn't.
So, yeah.
You didn't like Poetic Justice? Poetic Justice? Come on now, everybody like Poetic Justice.
Yeah, everybody like Poetic Justice.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like Love and Basketball, did that have a
Yes.
Disappearing Acts? Did that have a good ending?
I don't know, but Love and Basketball.
Did you see Disappearing Acts?
No.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, that was a cold movie.
I'm going to watch that tonight.
Oh,
Disappearing Acts.
Disappearing Acts with Sanaa Lathan and you talk about a great, and unfortunately, yeah, it was a struggle. It was about a no good nigga that worked his way into this woman's life and just couldn't do right. He was no good. He tried to be good, but he just couldn't get it right. And she loved him through all that.
Right. That's what we
Acts.
do. The struggle.
There you go. That's not the
It
struggle. That's real life.
seemed like y'all.
That's the heart of the black woman.
It seemed, I'm saying the woman loved him a struggling man.
Change him.
That's all I'm saying. It didn't change. It didn't change.
The good man gets the foot.
Yeah, I'm not trying to change anybody.
Oh yeah, you
Well,
don't like black love stories. You tripping tonight.
I like black love stories.
What black love story you like?
Listen.
Ain't got one. Ain't even got one.
The people in the Notebook was black to me. Okay, and that
Cut
was
it out.
No,
Oh, how dare you?
Benjamin Buttons.
How dare you?
He was black
How dare
and
you?
rode a bike.
Hey, we got
said
another.
black
We got a whole nother.
No.
So I said we are running out of time, and I want to tell everybody, our listeners, if you guys got topics, send them in. Contact us, email at inthedwithbillyd, inthedwithbillyd@gmail.com. Send us in your concepts, your subjects, and we'll get them out here. And we just want to thank Darren Brown
Thanks for having me, y'all.
for coming out with us today.
You know what?
Before he leaves, tell us about
His new movie coming out.
users.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the users will be showing March 28th
Ooh,
at the Bel Air
good deal.
Luxury
Oh, okay.
Theater.
Y'all be there.
Yeah. So come check it out.
And where can we get tickets from?
You can get tickets off Eventbrite. Eventbrite, look up the Users Movie, or you can follow the Users Movie on IG, which is the _users_movie. And follow me, Darren Brown 313. And also follow Detroit Filmmaker Awards. I know it's a lot, but I'll
So
point
it's
you in the right
Darren-
direction.
Darren 313 is that your
Darren
Instagram
Brown
and your
313.
Facebook?
It's my Instagram, but you know.
everybody
We'll put it out there
there,
on the
right?
screen for you too.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put it up.
So yeah, so it was dope talking to y'all about
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
absolutely. Thanks a lot.
Hey, come back some more
It's a
time.
lot more to talk about. It's a long discussion.
It is.
and it's going to be a different type of discussion with every movie. But I'm just happy to see that we are in a position to have these type of discussions.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it starts somewhere. So
We're going to be talking about you next.
yeah.
You're going to be on the shopping block next.
Y'all really gonna be like, oh, he out here making porn.
That's a round.
Thank you guys for listening.
Oh, man.
And here we are in the D. Billy D.
All right. See y'all later.
Deuces.
So let's ride.
Hey, Billy D. It's for the city. Let's go.
Yeah. We in the D with Billy D. We in the D with Billy D.